Hello. Going to Lapis Manalis now. A dungeon in the post Endwalker content. It's snowy. Adventure with the NPCs again. We got Alphanod, Warshawn, and Zero. We're on this snowball building, okay? And also there's snow all over the place. And if you have this emote, you can throw snowballs. We're just gonna hang out here and the enemies are gonna come to us. Okay, here we go. You can't get off of this moving vehicle at the moment. They just stay here. Ooh, okay, it's gonna target a random party member with an AoE, so watch out for that. The NPCs move and then they stop attacking, so that's why dungeons are a little bit slower than if you run with real players. But running with NPCs is also a good way to just like figure out where your pace is. Like, watch out for AoEs. Kind of learn mechanics of the dungeon without the stress of people either going too fast or constantly wiping, and then maybe someone like leaves because they don't want to do the dungeon, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's very difficult to complete the dungeon though with the NPCs. There's some tricky stuff you might have to do and they might be standing in the wrong places and you might get more frustrated by that than just going with other people. It all depends. Okay, Winds of Winter. This is a raid wide. This isn't really a boss or anything, but it's a big bird, you know what I'm saying? A griffin is a griffin. Big AoEs here. Technically, well, the vehicle has stopped, but we gotta take care of the bird before we can, like, leave. Watch out for AoEs that it points at people. Winds of Winter. That's gonna be a raid-wide situation. Oh! He took a nap before he did the thing. We saw the animation, but we didn't get hit with it. Okay, so up the way we go. Let's grab the next pack. Look, you can see the thing over there. Remember that? Okay. I'm gonna grab this group and bring it down to the other side. I'm always kind of keeping an eye on my mini-map to make sure the enemies are on me. I noticed one went back to them, so... And then also on my enemy list, you can see it's not all red. And so I'm like, okay, so they must have one of them back there. So I go back and grab it. See, the NPCs really don't follow you. They follow the enemies. It's tricky because then the healer, Alphana, is not near me, and it's a bit more troublesome to get heals from him. Watch out for AoEs. Watch out for AoEs. Okay, so this boss is gonna do this move called Call of the Mountain. And so we're gonna get line AoEs in the form of a big herd coming out, okay? So you gotta turn your camera to look at the sides of the stage. And over here in the trees, I see this kind of like rumbling stuff. Rumbling in the distance draws closer. So you gotta figure out where it's coming from. I happened to look this way and I saw that it was on that side, so I knew the direction of it, okay? So that means we're gonna get a line AoE across the stage like this. Is it hard to see? Should I switch it? Is this easier to see? I'll use this one. So this will be like this. Okay. Like across the stage. You'll see them. They're coming. There we go. So you don't want to walk into that herd. Well, if you do, what happens? Wild Colossal Crossing 11k, we get concussion. Okay. Oh yeah, and then also here, more rumbling can be heard in the distance, so we're gonna get another line AoE coming out from the side in the form of a herd. Concussion, wound dealt by blunt weapon, well, got stepped on, causes damage over time. Okay, so over here, I see a little bit of a dusty trail. Okay, and so the line AoE is going to be in the back that time. Oh, and here we got this Tank Buster. Okay, the boss resets. Okay, right slam. That means it's gonna slam with his right side all the way up here. So it's gonna cleave, so we gotta stay on the left side of the boss. Okay, slam down with his right arm. Okay, knock on ice. We got these AoEs off to the side here. Don't stand in them. They're gonna drop these ice things. Well, it comes up from the ground, but here. Icebreaker. The boss is gonna tether to one of these ice rocks. Okay, see the target there? And then there's the AoE that goes. Okay, so you don't want to stand in the one that he targets. He grabs some stuff from underneath, I guess. And then here, he's throwing up more rock AoE things. And then we have AoEs on all of us that we need to dodge against. Oh, look at him. He's like, rawr, rawr. And then he's like, ch-ch-ch-ch. That's adorable. Okay, so just AoEs we gotta dodge, okay? This Roar of Albion, okay, we gotta hide behind a rock so we don't take as much damage. Okay, and then the rocks break. That's Farshawn's war cry. I'm the first brood. Call of the Mountain. Okay, so we gotta look to the sides, look to the trees to see where it might be coming from. The rumbling, the dust, the rumbling distance draws closer. So I'm looking over here. I'm not really seeing anything, so I look to the other side. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out there. So it's probably gonna be like this. Okay, at the same time, the boss is gonna overlap mechanics. Okay, right slam. So don't be on that side, and then also like this, so you don't safe spots over here. Honestly, I didn't even catch that. I just happened to be right at the edge of that, and I was like, whoa, when I was running through getting the footage. More rumbling can be heard. Okay, so I'm looking on the side. Oh, okay, I see in the back there again. See this one? Back up there. So I'm not gonna go over there. Okay, and then he does this again, right slam. So you don't want to be on that side. But you do have more wiggle room over here now. Tank Buster. Okay, the AoE things again, knock on ice, so don't stand in them. Wait for the ice things to pop up. Look at the tether, so that's gonna make a AoE, so you don't want to stand over there. There he goes. It's a wide AoE, okay. And then we got spread out for this. You'll notice here, if I put this near the rock, I was trying to see if it would blow up the rock. Now it's hitting that thing. And then I'm also going to just stand out here to see how much damage it takes. Okay, so I take 13k and I get a Vuln stack. So, if you take a few hits there, yeah, you can decrease your health a bit. But it's not too bad. But you should stand behind the rock. Moving on. My allergies have been acting up way more lately. It's totally like that time when the trees and other pollen things like do stuff. Oof. Okay, I'm grabbing these ads and I'm gonna pull them over to the next pack. Again, it's kind of, I notice here it's kind of like a line-ish. There's a bit of wiggling, but it's mostly a line, and so this is the most important time to be making sure the party members are following. Okay, someone's straggling behind there. It's probably Alphinaud, honestly. Okay, so I grabbed this group and I'm like, where is it? Look, he's back there. I'm gonna need some heals, dude. And so I try to move closer behind here to see if the ads will move closer behind the rock. So then so I can line of sight Alphinaud. If he can't see the ads, maybe he'll come closer. But no, he just hides behind there, you know? That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I pop Clemency a lot for myself. But yeah, if you're running this with other people, you also want to make sure your party members are with you, but usually they can take care of that themselves. And okay, we got AoEs popping up underneath people, so be careful of that. This kind of looks like a kidney, huh? I'm hanging out in the widest spot so we have more space to dodge things. My ADHD is out of control. I was about to say, like, have you guys ever heard me, like, blow my nose? Because I've definitely done that while making guides. Or I'll, like, soak up, like, my nose juice. Oh my god. We're near the end of the guides, you guys, of MSQ so far, okay? I'm just losing it. We're almost done. I'm so excited to finish this project. By now, most people know how to run the stuff, so I have nothing to say during ad pools, okay? So we're just vibing, heckling Alphinaud. Alphino, I still can't pronounce his name. Okay, moving on. There's a treasure here if you want it. It looks like, oh, I see an enemy here. I'm also like, can I go down that way? But it's actually over here, okay? Like I said, in my other ones. When I record, the record thing's over there, and so I can't always see my mini-map. And I'm not gonna move my mini-map because I'm rigid. Stuck in my ways sometimes. But anyway, so we go down this way, and then we're gonna swing around and go kind of down there and grab the next set of ads. These guys, whenever I see them, I'm always like, are they wearing helmets or is it just their hair? You know? So, to keep myself entertained, I was zooming in a little bit. Also, look at Alphinaud all the way back there getting hit with stuff. Look, is it hair? Or is it hair or is it a helmet? I think it's hair. because they got the part, you know? Yeah. Okay, Alphinaud is still back there, like, getting hit with AoEs and stuff, but like, no, there are no enemies. So this is why you also have to keep track of it, because like, we'll get targeted with AoEs and stuff, and if he keeps getting targeted, instead of running this way closer to us to dodge, he runs further back, and so that's why he's struggling, and like, I'm struggling, because, you know, I gotta basically heal myself, and like, spread my mitigations in a way where, okay, yeah, see, he keeps getting targeted with stuff. Come towards us, Alphinaud. He stayed over there and got hit with the thing. Oh man, this guy. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, watch out for AoEs again. Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh, there's a treasure chest down here. Watch out. Okay. There's a treasure chest back there if you want that. And then there's a bunch of little like notes and stuff all over the dungeon to add to the lore and things. Okay, this boss, I'm gonna turn her around. She's got a scythe, okay? So there's gonna be some stuff that has scythe-like names in it. Also, she says commencing battle training regimen, your time to completion will be recorded. Apparently this is actually a thing. Like, if you complete this phase at a certain time, you get ranked, and then she'll say different things. I just read that from the thingy. But anyway, that's like if you're hella into like the very minutia details of all the things. Okay, so waning cycle, we got a donut AoE. However, this is gonna happen fast. You'll notice that the NPCs are standing closer to the edge. Oh, switch it back to blue. They're standing closer to the edge here because as soon as this one goes off, we're gonna get a circle AoE in the center. Okay, so I'm standing closer, and if you're not careful, see, it happens so fast. One more time. Waning cycle, okay. There's a donut AoE. You want to stand a little further out because immediately after is the inside one. And if you get hit, you get sustained damage, and this just does damage over time. Okay. Okay, sustaining damage over time. Soul Scythe. Let's take a look. She's facing that way, and her hands are like, wow. Okay, wow. So the way that she's facing when she does this is where this big circle AoE is going to be. So if you can catch the way she's facing and all that stuff, then you want to preemptively move off to the side. If not, you do have some time to get out of this one before she does the swipe. Okay, she does a thing and then she comes back. And then now she's going to do Soul Nebula. That's a raid wide, and then we got this like Reaper teleport thing. I don't know if you've seen this around the city, but yeah, so the Reapers go to this. Okay, so here I heard that little like ringing noise, and so that means we got numbers. So this is 1, and then the other one's 2. Okay, and this one over here is 2. It's got 2 red dots. I think we can see it. There we go. 2 red dots, okay? And so now the way this works is she has this like cross AoE. So it's gonna do a line AoE like this, line AoE like this, okay? But because she's got these teleportation portal thingies, she's going to teleport over here and then do the cross AoE thing. And then she'll go to 2 and do the same thing. So let's see how that goes. So if we stand in the center, we should be safe for both. There, see? She jumps over there and then does the cross thing. And we're safe because we're between it. And then she's going to teleport to the other one and does the same thing. Alright? It'll get a little bit more tricky later to read it. But let's move on. Tenebrism. Tenebrism. That's a glassy-eyed. Okay. Become another of Galatea's puppets. When this effect expires, body will be possessed and unleash petrifying attack in all directions. Okay, so that means we're all gonna get a petrify. But let's look at this first. We got these towers. It's gonna be 4, so everyone needs to stand in one of the towers to soak it. If you don't, then it will do more attack. See, I just take... Hey, is this the elite one? This is elite, right? 1, 2, 3, 7. I once confused it with 1447. I was wrong. That was really embarrassing when I said that one. But yeah, anyway, so you don't get hit that much, but if this thing is not soaked by somebody, it will do more damage to everybody. Okay, so after the tower soaks, everyone gets this on them. Okay, so basically you don't want to look at anybody. So the best thing to do is just face outwards, away from everybody to avoid this mechanic. Okay, so you don't get stony gazed at. If you get this, then you just get petrified. Okay, advanced regimen. Okay, so waxing cycle. Waxing, okay, so it's inside now, so you want to stand at the edge, and then it's likely that you're gonna have to move in real quick. Yep, I'm going moving real quick for the donut one. That happens really fast. The very first one was waning cycle, if you can keep track of that. Okay, soul scythe, she's facing this way. She's gonna do the circle AoE, so you can dodge out of that. And she's gonna come back. No, she's not coming back. Okay, soul nebula then. We got a raid wide, and then we got this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be difficult to keep track of when you're first starting off, but yeah, we got these line things, okay? If you're going with the NPCs, you can just follow them. But if you're a little challenged, like me, I was kind of just like, wait, what's gonna happen? Where are we going? Okay, so she's got this. She's gonna go to 1 first, and then yeah. So I'm gonna get hit with this, and then I already forgot what 2 was. But let's take a look at what happens when you get hit. Take 10k damage. You get a Vuln stack, and you also get Doom. This Doom you can get Asuna out of that, so you don't have to die. But it's only if your healer can like make sure to make sure that they see it. Okay, so I got hit with the second one, but oh, it hit me twice actually. Why? Because I was standing in the overlap. So the first one I get hit with just one of them. Okay, see, I just get hit with 1. Now the second one I'm standing right in the middle of it, and so I get hit with 2. Okay, so in this situation, 14k, 15k, another Vuln stack, another Vuln stack, and then because I already have Doom, I don't get hit with another Doom. But my Doom thing is still counting down. Okay, and now she's going to the third one, and then so now this is actually the safe spot to stay in the middle. Okay, but I'm gonna use Asuna, and so I should be good. Yeah, there we go. I lost the Doom because he Asuna'd me. Thank you, Alpha. Tenebrism. This is gonna be the look away thingy again. Okay, but we got the towers, so we're gonna stand in the towers. Okay, look away from each other. Okay. Waxing cycle, okay, so there's the inside one, but you stand at the edge of it and you're gonna move inside immediately. So I'm just gonna do the donut one. Soul side. Oh, she's facing that way now. So it's going to be a big circle AoE over on that side. Soul Nebula. Okay, so it's going to be repeated mechanics. Yeah, this one, it still trips me up. I am number and spatially challenged and directionally challenged, so it is difficult. But if you're running with NPCs, just follow them. But typically, if it's like when there's 4 of them, you can just kind of imagine, okay, this one's going to do this, and then this one's going to do this. And so, yeah, standing at the third one is probably going to be your best bet, because we're going to get 2 X's, and that means the safe spot's always going to be between these. So standing at the third one and waiting for it to go off is the best place. And then once she does the X over here, you stand in the middle, and then you're in the safe spot of that one. And then staying in the middle will also be fine, because then once she gets to 4, she does the X, the middle is also safe. Okay? Let's see that happen in real time. Tricky business. And it's pretty wide too, so you really gotta wait before you get to the center. I mean, you know, it's hard. Don't worry about it if you struggle with it. I've done Savage and Ultimate content, and I still struggle with that because I just have my own personal issues with certain things. So don't feel too bad. And if people make you feel bad for those things, then maybe you should reconsider the friendship. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's too much. I'm being too sassy. Okay, let's grab all these and then move forward here. We're gonna move forward? No, we're just gonna park it here. I must have been thinking about that mechanic. I was like, man, how am I ever gonna like explain that? Okay, we had a situation, and then I realized the thing was still following me, so it's fine. So I grab all this here. Because sometimes the ads will like go target a party member, and so they'll go back there, and I'm like, did I lose aggro of it, or are they just doing an attack? But when I see them start coming back to me, then I'm like, okay, actually I'll just keep going. Like I said, playing with NPCs, it's really, you gotta think a little bit more, because you gotta make sure they're with you. Okay, AoEs targeted at different people. So just watch out for those. And again, here, like, this is the biggest kind of area that we can take the ads at, so we have more space to dodge. If we're standing in the more like hallway type spaces, it's a little bit harder to dodge things. Also, there's a treasure chest there. Alright. Got blue fire. Okay, so more ads. So we're gonna grab these and wind around through all this stuff. Pull it to this other one. Oh, we got some that pop up along the way. Afna's kind of far away. I popped my invuln. Hopefully he heals me up. Alright. I've got 2 little sheets of paper over here that has a list of all of the MSQ dungeons and trials, and I'm just like, I can't believe I've crossed out almost all of them. I just got a few more, and just wow, that was a big project. I hella hyper-focused on it, alongside doing all sorts of other things. Dang. It's very nice and rewarding though, you know? It's cool. It's cool to have like a big old set of stuff. Like over 100 videos and things of just straight up knowledge. That's nice. I don't know how many hours it is. It's a lot of hours. What do you guys think of when you're dealing with ads? I just get introspective. I just think about all sorts of things. Okay, there's a treasure chest here if you want it. And then we're going to the final boss. Wow. Cagnazzo? Are you Italian? I think they're Italian. I think they're Italian names. I don't know. I don't actually know. I think they are though. Okay. Okay. So I turn the boss, point north, usual stuff. Stygian Deluge. Okay, this is gonna be a raid wide. Yep. Okay, now, back here you see some water bubbling, and also there was some behind me. They're gonna form together and create these bubbles, okay? But there's gonna be many different bubbles, so you gotta figure out where the first set is. So the first set is like north and south, and so I move between them just so I can remember. Because if you look at it at this point, and then there's like 4 other bubbles, it's kind of very confusing. So I stand between the second one that I saw, and they're gonna turn into big AoEs, okay? So, oh, see, I even had to back up a little. So I get out of the way, and then the second set, I go over there. And then the boss, at the same time, is also doing this move, Body Slam. So I dodge a thing, and then I notice there's these ones in the back. So you don't want to stand back there. But then also Body Slam, he jumps in the center, and we got 3000. And if you go on the outside of the stage, you get Dropsy, which will be a damage over time. So this purple thing, okay, so I'll get out of the way. You can use your knockback immunity, I believe, but also see these guys, they ran like towards him into the corner, so they got knocked back into the corner. But I got knocked back into the goopy water stuff, and so I got the debuff. Okay. Also, because we're already on this side, we dodged these bubbles back there. Okay. Drink deep. Okay. He's gonna go towards a side of the stage, and then have like this telegraph thing where he's going around the stage. Hydraulic ram. Okay, look, he's going all over the place. Okay, he's gonna shoot across, just like the motorcycles in Stormblood. So, and then we got AoEs all over the place. This can be a little chaotic to run around and try to dodge. And so typically what I do, besides stand where the NPCs are, is I will go towards the boss and I'll stand near his hitbox, and I'll just see the very first hit, and I stand close to that. And then when I see the next hit that's close to me, I wiggle in just a little bit, and I just hang out in this area. That's what's worked for me. Okay? So you can do this, or you can go hang out with the NPCs. Or you can find some other better spot for yourself. I think there's some places further out that I've seen people just like hang out in, and that's been fine, but I am so directionally challenged. This is the only way I've been successfully able to dodge this mechanic, by getting close to his hitbox. Okay. He's going back to the middle of the stage. We got a stack marker. See, they all run towards a certain place, a specific place on the stage for a stack, so you gotta run towards them if you're going with NPCs. Cursed Tide. Okay. Well, we got this thing called Spring Tide. Greater Cursed Tide will be upon you when this effect expires. Okay. So, you'll notice here, mine looks like a stack marker, okay, and theirs are circles. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so he's doing some thingy, okay? We got some ads now. So we're kind of keeping that in mind, but we got ads to deal with. We also have this duty thing, so this is going to be the DPS check. Okay, so the circle AoEs are going off. These are the party members. The other party members, they have the circle AoEs. So they gotta spread out. We're also taking care of the ads, okay? And then we got random circle AoEs on the stage in general. Okay, and then mine, I got 5 seconds, so mine's gonna go off soon. So I got my stack marker. Zero! Teamwork, come on! Zero is just playing based off her, personality. It's fine. Circle AoEs, and then we're focusing on the nails. Flotsams. Okay. Okay, his power is not 100, so it's fine. So here we're preparing for a raid wide. Alright, so I'm going in here, getting in there with them. Okay. Pretty sure if it reaches 100, it's just gonna be a wipe. But we dealt with it. This is fine. I try to turn him. Whenever I can, I'm always trying to turn the boss north. Okay. Void Cleaver. Oh, that's a bit of a raid wide. Okay, now we got these, like, swishy purple things. Okay, it's gonna tether into everybody. Malevolent energy spills from the void. Oh yeah, so everyone... Okay, wait. 12k damage from that raid wide. So we got a tether. So we gotta point it outwards, okay? It will just drop AoEs here. Off like that. So you want to point it outside. Yeah, sure, go in and do some damage, but then eventually you're gonna have to, like, move yourself so you don't... Varshan, how could you, man? I was standing over there. So we got these AoEs coming off from the boss, and then we also got AoEs dropping from wherever your party members are baiting. So, careful with where you're baiting your AoEs. Okay, Varshan, I swear. Okay, now we got Tank Buster. Okay. He's going up here again, doing the thingy. So again, I'm in the hitbox. See, we got AoEs going off. I'm in his hitbox, kind of close. I see them running over here, but I'm just minding my own business to try to do what I think is right. And then I was a little close, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna move over just a little bit. And then we got this AoE here. Don't panic. I'm just gonna park it right here and not move at all until he comes back. Okay, so there we go. Clear. He recenters. Okay. Stygian Deluge. Okay, he's a raid blade. Anti-deluge. What is that? I think that was the very first mechanic we saw. So at that point, the mechanics will just repeat. It's these bubble things, okay? Find the first one, dodge out of it, and then move to dodge the second set. When the cast goes off, you gotta just make sure you keep in mind where these things are. Okay? Let's look at this one again. See, he's just going off. There's AoEs going everywhere. It's the whole thing. Anyway. Yeah, at this point we've seen all the mechanics. And then this is the raid bite. I went back a bit much. Yeah, this one. Antediluvian, that's the bubble mechanic. Is this bubble from him? Anyway, cool. We did it. Nice work. I hope you're liking the story, and goodbye.